Today I'm going to be reacting to the Astartes 2 official teaser trailer. Please go support Warhammer, and the original video will be in the description. Thank you. Welcome to A Christian Reacts. Before we get into the video, if you like what you see, please consider a like and subscription and share it to all platforms. That really helps the video and the channel out. And I do things differently on this channel. I do reactions, but I also bring biblical commentary that is pertaining to the lore that is going on in the video. So I'll bring similar biblical stories to it. And I also do a Warhammer 40k lore in the Bible shorts series. So if you want to check that out, it's in the short section of my page. And that's pretty much that. So let's go ahead and get, and I do got memberships going. So if you want to check that out, it'll give you access to the Discord, all that stuff. The Discord's a little bare bones at the moment, but as we grow, it'll get better and better. And I don't want to gate content behind a paywall. You know, if you guys want early access or something like that, that's fine, but I don't want to put stuff behind a paywall, you know what I mean? But anyways, I digress. Let's go and get started. Many brotherhoods united in purpose. We are the shield that unalives. Okay. Nice. Oh, chaos. Astartes. Traitors. Alright. So we had the ships at the beginning there. So I want to bring this up real quick. Uh-oh. Let me get it to the part here. So might as well bring this up. So these are about the chariots of fire. Okay. So verse 16, and he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. So they can't see him at the moment, right? Except for Elijah. But it's almost like God has to give you the sight to see these things, right? So is it some kind of supernatural stealth technology of some kind? I don't know. And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes, that he may see. And the Lord opened his eyes of the young man, and he saw. And behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. So we have these chariots of fire. And one thing I kind of want to put out there is that we have this medieval thinking of heaven and what God has, right? In the book of Enoch, it talks about how the New Jerusalem, whatever, and he says he can see the path of the stars, right? There's portals and stuff like that he's going through and all that stuff. But we have this like bow and arrow thinking, right, of heaven, when in reality, if we thought it, it's already in heaven. Actually, you know what? I'll bring that up real quick too. Right here. Okay. So Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. So what that's saying is the technology that we have now was already before. And we have these, in all the mythologies, this golden age, right? And that's, in my opinion, where Lucifer and all that were. And it was the age of technology, right? Like in Warhammer 40k, in my opinion. But anyways. Yes, sir. Them boys got hurt. Them boys got hate. Sorry. Good old Boys in the Hood reference. Get the Blood Angels. That's cool. Alright, real quick. Let me bring this up. So this is interesting here. So this can actually go for both the Tyranids and the Space Marines, right? But anyways, so this is actually about the Locusts, which is very interesting, right? Now, this isn't in Revelation either, but this can also be applied to the mighty men, right? So this is Joel 2. Now we know in Joel 1 talks about orcs, right? Or you know what? I'll bring that up too, because there were orcs, so why not? For the new people. Right here. So for a nation has come up upon my land, strong and without number, whose teeth are the teeth of a lion. Go check out the teeth of a lion, by the way. Okay. And he hath the cheek teeth of a great lion. So very interesting. Okay. And that goes into the Genesis 6 scenario, all that. If you don't know, angels came down, mated with women, created the giants and all different kinds of stuff, taught man how to genetically manipulate animals, and Jasher 4 talks about that, and Enoch, and then plenty of times in the Bible too, talks about satyrs and all that stuff. But yeah, anyways, so Joel 2, before their face the people shall be, okay. Verse 4, the appearance, or no, I'll save that. I'll save that for the next video. Anyways, before their face the people shall be much pained. All faces shall gather blackness, which goes with darkness was upon the face of the deep. You have the false prophet with his eye being darkened. Interesting. Okay. And they shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. And they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded, right? This is like the Astartes, almost, to an extent, right? And then we have in that verse where it says that men will seek death, but won't find it. That's interesting. Okay. In verse 9, and they shall run to and fro in the city, and they shall run upon the wall. They shall climb upon the houses, and they shall enter in the windows like a thief. So, interesting. Yes, sir. And of course, we have Goliath, who was around 9 to 13 feet tall, and he had brothers that were probably even taller, right? So, of course, Genesis 6, right? They had giants and all that. It's in Genesis 6, check it out, not making it up here, okay? But yeah, and then we have this Lucifer character who can be related to Osiris and all that. And by the way, it calls Lucifer a man. Isaiah 14, verse 16, calls him a man. And then Hillel ben Shahar. Shahar is a Canaanite god. Satan is not the son of a god, right? He is the quote unquote, God or whatever. But, anyways, we'll talk about after. Yes, sir. Oh, Terminator armor. An Inquisitor symbol. Huh. That's interesting. Alrighty. So I'll leave with this. And of course, I put this last because I always bring it up with the Astartes. So Zechariah 10:5. And they shall be as mighty men, which tread down their enemies in the mire of the streets in battle. And they shall fight, because the Lord is with them, and the riders on the horses shall be confounded. So there's God's mighty men, right? And Samson, is an example of these mighty men of God, right? And and as Christians, we forget he was going up against giants, right? The Philistines, right? Goliath was a Philistine, and he was a giant, right? David, it says he fought against the sons of Anak, or not the sons of Anak, but anyways, that he was going up against giants, right? And of course, he fought Goliath, right? But anyways, so interesting stuff. But I want to thank everybody for watching my content, being there, supporting it. I want to thank everybody who liked the video, and if you disliked the video, thank you for at least giving me a chance. And I do want to say one thing that some commenters brought up. They want me to bring more of my opinion on the lore and stuff like that. I will, but I do want to say that I'm not a lore expert. Okay, that's why I've kind of kept my mouth shut on the lore, because I'm not really an expert on it, right? I've only been in Warhammer 40K for 2 years now, which I do know a lot, but I'm not there yet. You know what I mean? I still got 40 more years of content to go through. But anyways, I will give my opinion more. I didn't really do it on this because it's kind of a short video, but on the longer ones, I will start giving more of my opinion between the Bible and the lore and stuff like that. But anyways, this is going on too long. You guys have a wonderful day, and thank you.